This applies to everyone. If I show you this video, this will be your expression behind the screen. If on the other hand, I show you this video, I'm sure it will be something like that. And it is completely normal because human beings are drawn to what makes noise. Today, however, get ready because I'm going to show you something that many people will love. Right now I am at the Modena racetrack, as you can see, and I am here to experience something that is honestly very, very interesting. A little taste of what I mean. This year sees the debut of the ECC series, which is a new championship completely dedicated to electric vehicles, which has the unbelievable because the stars of this championship are them. Tesla Model 3 performance cars put on steroids, which unlike what you might think are left completely original at the ECU level, so the car is practically a production car, but they are modified to be adapted obviously for track use. So roll bar fitting, better fitting seats, minor mechanical modifications such as a trim, and definitely cooler steering wheels than the original. Being the performance version, they have at 460 horsepower, 1,200 Newton-meter of torque, which is exaggerated stuff. Keep in mind that my RS3 has 500 and a 0 to 100 speed in about 3 seconds, so hyper fast. In the meantime, my collaborator appears ready to give you some great shots. And the cool thing about being inside this very model is that the costs are definitely more maintained than any other category where you have to buy a car and turn it completely upside down. I buy a Model 3, go and take out all the seats and everything that's not needed and adds unnecessary weight, change those 3-4 things, and that's it, I'm ready to go racing. Very low maintenance, green project, and by the way, without making noise, everybody is happy because you can use the track as long as you want without anybody getting upset. Fine, but theory aside, let's put the helmet on our heads and hit the track with one of these beasts. Alright gentlemen, let's see how this little car performs on the track. Well, the first thing you notice without a shadow of a doubt is that it has acceleration that is impressive, being obviously an electric vehicle. Consider the torque figures that I mentioned earlier that are really impressive, guys. I don't know the track, I've literally been around it 2 or 3 laps just to figure out how to set up the cameras, but it looked really cool to me, especially at this point. And we're going fast, guys. We brake hard. I must say that the braking is very good and the vehicle is great fun. I know what the problem is. You don't hear noise, you think I'm going really slow, but I assure you I'm giving it enough. Yes, like that on the straight. Let's go. At full speed, obviously pedal at full throttle. We brake hard, still at 100 meters. You can do better without a shadow of a doubt. Let's make the tires squeal a little. That's cool, gentlemen. This car weighs a lot, and in many ways that's a negative. I must tell you, though, that it is balanced particularly well. This is thanks to the battery pack that weighs a lot. That's nice, guys. If I could go to the track in my car every day, I swear I would sign my name on it. Our limitation right now is only the battery percentage, which is at 25%. That's because before me some other people have rightly lapped, because it's not like they closed the track to let only me lap. The entrance of the corner is spectacular. I feel a slight understeer as I go into the corner, but they explained to me that having a 4-wheel traction is quite normal because it pushes a lot behind. Braking, gentlemen, comes on strong even if obviously the braking system is not standard. Let me try my best lap without talking. experience. I have a lot of adrenaline, I can assure you it's too good. Elon Musk, please create infinite batteries. I don't know, do some miracle. Do something that will allow me to have this experience again and be able to ride even longer. For also being the very first time I have ridden on this track, I must say I am quite satisfied. But that along with your feedback on what you think, I hope you will let me know with a little comment. As you hear, of course, unlike the car you saw in the intro and for which you probably also clicked on this video, this Tesla does not make noise, but since I know you are curious, let's go find out what it is all about. What an experience, gentlemen, how very cool. I'm fresh out of the car, literally fresh out of the car, as I keep telling you on my channel and as I also told you in my book. If you have read it, electric deserves it. Those who say otherwise have never tried it, and those who have tried it realize how much fun it really is. True, there is one component missing. The sound is missing, but a half Tesla with a motor, I showed you that before. And be careful, because it is not a triviality, it is not just a Tesla with speakers that play the music that an engine normally produces, it is really so much more. This one here that you saw earlier is definitely a special model, because if I get in as if I wanted to drive it, apart from this kind of PlayStation that is here that I'm going to let you explain what it is now, we have there a screen that is definitely not the original one, but most importantly, look, there is paddle shift to upshift and downshift. And you say, but what the fuck? I mean, it's a Tesla, how does it have gears? It doesn't make sense. The guys I'm going to introduce you to now have created something that is literally genius, which explained in simple terms is basically an add-on control unit that communicates with the original one in the car and makes it do some really interesting things, simulating the driving of a heat-powered car, not only in terms of sound, but also in terms of just the feel of it.
When you select the engine, not only the sound changes, but even the torque curve, the number of ratios, the engine braking, the delivery, everything changes.
I'm a little skeptical, I'll be honest. Very curious to try it. This one is a PlayStation, right? Triangle, square.
Super Nintendo. That's the one from Super Nintendo.
But don't put it in the video, bro. I guys literally just feel my ass vibrating. It's crazy, guys. We're in a Tesla. This is hilarious. Bro, what the hell? I'll be honest, I was very skeptical, however, it's really cool. Here. One thing that is definitely cool about this system is that since there are no mechanical constraints because the car is electric, the only limitation you have is your imagination and ability in handling the electronics. For example, for the kick in the butt during shifting, you are the one who is telling the ECU, when I touch here, give me a little tap on the gas. It's stupid if you want, but it's brilliant.
Now let's set the race mode.
If you don't change the gear, she automatically goes to the limiter. It gives me anxiety like a real engine, but the machine doesn't care if you're doing it. Man, I'm really curious to try it out. I guess that's what I'm about to do. It's weird, bro. Wow, but there is also engine braking. Let's try this straight. It's crazy, guys. Maybe it's that right compromise that a motor enthusiast who nonetheless knows that the world is changing can appreciate. Launch control.
When you give the stroke on the paddle and when it is ready, we go.
Very cool. It was a very curious experience. I'm of the opinion that you should try this one as well, maybe even more than the classic one, to be able to understand the emotions while driving. Of course, finding such a vehicle is almost impossible. Being a prototype, such a thing is more unique than rare. So I leave you all the info below in the description, also for the championship, so if you are interested, you can answer all your questions. Guys, what can I say? A truly wonderful experience all in all, but I am most curious about your feedback with a little comment below. I really thank Alessio very much and wish him the best of luck for this new championship. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet and turn on the notification bell also, because who's gonna show you this stuff? Bye, guys.